Uganda was one of the first countries to develop its National Development Plan in line with the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals. The government estimates that 76% of the SDGs targets are reflected in the plan and adapted to the national context. While government seems on board, the private sector doesn't seem to be anywhere in the picture.
When you unpack that, it's a shared responsibility. We cannot do it alone. Bringing the private sector in a way helps us to create development solutions together and to really touch where the needs are. And you would see in Uganda and in many other African countries, the private sector is very core. In fact, most of our informal sector is dominated by the private sector. And therefore, having a conversation with the private sector is to really discuss the urgency of the issues that we are talking about, the challenges that we face, but importantly, the opportunities, so that we can have an inclusive approach and a long-lasting solution to whatever we are discussing.
The United Nations office in Uganda was engaging with the leadership of the private sector and captains of industries on the occasion where Equity Bank proposed a social enterprise lending model as the best way private sector can interface with the SDGs.
Business model and with reasonable profits. For this, however, we need to build the capacity of the private sector.
According to the Equity Bank, pursuing profitability ought not to be an all-out agenda for businesses and has got to have a human face that is reasonable and anchored on the realities as well as the welfare of the communities where businesses operate.
We heard an African bank demonstrating that you can do banking and you can empower the community and you can do all of that informed by values.
Ismail Musa, Ladu, NTV Business.